had a request to run through this disc golf course, and I'm gonna have to oblige that. They don't have signs showing each hole. Hole number 1, short little dude, straight in front of me, down there at the edge of the lake. And there seems to be a giant fungus. Very dog-friendly course. Hi, Pooch. Oh, I know, it's fun, huh? Yeah. I'm going to show you how I throw discs. It may not be the way most people throw them. So that was a pretty good throw. Nice and straight, right at the pin. But the people who can throw with proper technique, you know, the frisbee style motion, the people that have the good technique throwing, you know, like when you see someone throw a frisbee and that style, they can really throw these things an extremely long distance, you know, like 600 feet. I can't throw that far, and that frisbee style motion for me, some reason, is really awkward. I just can't get the right technique down. So I just throw it like this. As you can see, it works out pretty good. And even though I carry a putter and approach, I really don't use it. Oh, I just kind of carry it. Sometimes I'll throw it just for fun and stuff. Or to try a shot a second time, you know, just for fun or whatever. And all the holes are par 3. That's all there is to it. No. One drawback of having a dog on a leash. You want to go that way around the tree, huh? Okay. Alright, so this is a different day. I totally choked all the footage trying to strap this GoPro to my head. So I've got a little $4 Walmart special stick, and it looks like it's going to work pretty well. Disc golfing just really isn't something I can do with the GoPro strapped to my head, because I can't keep I have to zoom in as much as possible for you to see the disc, and I can't keep the disc in frame, and it's just a real bad product. So I'm gonna do this over with a nice stable shot of everything. This is hole 2 here, of course. It's directly in front of me, behind trees, lake to the right. That's actually a nice shot. I decided not to bring that other disc along with me. It's just too much stuff to carry along with my dog and trying to make a video, so I've just got the one disc. I only play with one disc anyways. It's just how I've always done it. There it is, right in front of my face. You see the pin now? I'm just gonna go straight at it. Oh, It's actually pretty close. I can't drive very far, but my approach shots are pretty accurate, and I mainly just play par on every hole. Try to birdie the short holes. I'll birdie some short holes, and I'll bogey the real long holes. And if I miss a short putt, my excuse is going to be it's because I'm holding the camera in my other hand. Does that count? Check this place out. Zoomed in as much as possible. I wish you could see this in real life. Those trees are about 2 or 3 times closer than what you see right here. The tee box for hole 3 is right in front of me down this trail. Nice little handy hooks to put the pooch on. Good dog. Hole 3. The pin is right in the center of the screen. Just to the right of that big tree by itself out there. Directly into a tree. Whoops. I hit this tree right here. I see how this tree has been hit so many times with discs. See all those marks? That's how the tree's growing. Being hit by these discs. That's just tough. Holding the camera in one hand. Pin is right behind that tree out there in the distance in the center of the screen. I'll be able to save par here. Yes indeed. Can't blame the camera for anything yet. Hole 4, tee box is up here, and it goes around these trees. The pin is back there in the woods, back there in the dark, right where my finger's at, right there. I gotta play a big hook out to the left and come back right and get around those trees, and I generally just lay up for par. That's basically my game, laying up for par. There's some guys that can throw with the proper frisbee technique motion, and not very many people can do it, but with the right technique, there's some guys that can throw it, 500, 600 feet, and like on this hole, they would throw it, and it would go way up here in the sky, all the way above those trees way out there, and then down, and then thunk, right down next to the pin. I'm having problems with my SD card, giving me an error and malfunctioning. I don't know why. My first 2 SD cards had that problem, so I went and bought a 3rd one, and it worked really good for a while, and now it's giving me an error, so I can't record more than just a couple minutes without it turning off. It's really annoying, especially when I had a great throw. As the disc was about a quarter into its flight, it goes and turned off. So come on, good dog. Now my SD card just did the error again, and the worst part about it is it turns off before it beeps, and I'm not sure where I left off talking, so I have to just kind of start talking again and hope I can edit together later. But here's my throw. There's the pin hiding right back there. I might take a run at the pin, but I'm mainly just laying up here. Oh. Right next to the pin. I clipped a branch, which was good because I threw it just a tad hard. That's the problem going for birdies. If you miss, it'll go past the pin. So I was actually shooting at the pin that time. I clipped a little branch up here, took some of the steam off of it. I mean, it wouldn't have been bad. It would have been, you know, like right back there somewhere. It would have just been a normal putt. But here's where my layup shot is. I don't even have to throw it. So we're doing pretty good. We're par after 4 holes. Number 5 tee box. Down the wooded lane here. Thanks to the SD card for that edit. Right there. That's so annoying. Trying to make a video with that problem. Alright, I'm done talking about it from now on. Here's the number 5 tee box. Pin is down there near the lake. It's another short dog leg right. If I want to play under par, these are the holes I have to birdie. Because here in a little bit, this course will open up and there'll be some length to it. I threw that one a little short. It's too bad because it was a nice shot. But I should still have a putt for birdie coming. This will be the last hole by the lake for a while. Let's see if the dog wants a drink. You want to get a drink? Huh? Get a drink? Go on, get a drink. Go. Go, get a drink. Good dog. Oh, I definitely came up short. Oh, stinky! Think about that. 1 under after 5. And the dog celebrates by going the wrong way around the tree. Hey, dog! Come on. That was pretty far away, but it wasn't as far away as this GoPro makes it look, unfortunately. That was a long putt, though. Don't get me wrong. It just wasn't the 100-footer that the GoPro makes it look like. Tee box for number 6 is up there in the field in front of us. I know a lot of people probably a little angry about seeing that tree I showed earlier damaged like that, but this is just really a wonderful use of land. A few of those trees will eventually die, but that's not anything bad, other than the trees that are in the direct line of fire. It's just a total peaceful activity for the environment, for everyone. Number 6, that tight gap right there. There's a half-dead tree blocking the pin out there. And that tree's always been half dead. It has nothing to do with disc golfers. But mainly just want to try to hit that gap right there. If you go down in that ditch, it's not too bad. If you go left or right and don't make it into the ditch, it's serious trouble. missed to the right, but it went down in the ditch, so that's no big deal. Playing out of that ditch is far from the worst thing that could happen. As we walk up here, you'll see what I'm talking about. My dog can't stand this boardwalk. Well, at least she couldn't the first time. Maybe she's used to it now. Oh, yeah? Okay. Old veteran now, huh? Yeah. Go on up here. Good dog. Stay. Stay. So there's the pin. Hopefully I have a way out of here. Yeah, so it's really not too bad to be down here. Go right through that gap up there. That worked out well. Come on, let's go. Oh, good dog. Oh, you like the stairs now, huh? Okay, come on. Oh, shoot. That worked out better than I thought. About 5 feet from the pin. Huh. Not too shabby. One under after 6. The first time I was here, tried to make this video, I botched all the footage. There was a guy made a real long shot on this hole while I was standing here watching. I'm gonna show you that right now. Ooh, nice shot. That was a very nice shot. What do you think? Hole 7 is down here. Goes along these, on the other side of that tree line, goes along these pine trees all the way back down there towards the lake. It's really a cool hole. It's a pretty unique hole too. I've never really seen one quite like it. There's the tee box. Tee box used to be on the other side of the bike trail, but they found out the hard way that that was not a good idea. I don't know why they ever did it to begin with. The pin's just straight down in front of me, and the floor of this fairway is just all dead pine needles. So a nice low throw, your disc will just skip on the floor, just all the way down there. It's pretty cool. But if you go left or right, it's heavy rough. Oh no. I luckily got a nice bounce off the tree, so I'm not buried back there. I went off into the right, into the weeds. There goes my below par score. There's the disc. Just buried in there. Oh. Well, that's not an easy bogey putt. Done a little better there. Uh-oh. Double bogey coming. The choker. This is actually an easy hole. I started talking about showing you a really cool shot and skipping it along the pine needles, and I just failed to throw the disc straight. Just two terrible shots. So now we're one over, going into the 8th hole. I said I wouldn't talk about the SD card issue again, but it's just a terrible thing. That's probably what led to me choking it last hole. I can't film for more than 30 or 40 seconds. It's a $400 camera with a $30 SD card. You would think that it would function properly for more than a month, you know. That went off to the left. But it has some decent distance, so it'll work out all right. Uh-oh. Disaster has struck. Hole 9 is a long one. Tee box is here, or the garbage can. It goes all the way down. Actually, they've shortened it. The pin is down there in front of the big trees you see. This is a really long putt for par. I'm basically just laying up for bogey here. Oh shoot, that had a chance if I didn't hit that tree. So now we're 3 over after the front 9. That sure did take a turn for the worse. Come on, babe. Hole 10. Head straight back down to the lake. It's a gradual downhill throw. I can actually reach the pin. There's no wind, so I have a good chance of birdieing it. If I throw it straight. That's not bad. It's not bad. Oh yeah, rolled up in there too. Birdie putt coming. I guess I don't need to grab my dog's leash. Come on, babe. Come on. Can you pull it? Good dog. That's one thing I noticed about those retractable leashes. It kind of has that ball and chain effect. They can still walk around with freedom, but they're not going to go sprinting off. Well, she doesn't do that anyways, but it definitely slows her down, you know what I mean? Good dog, I know. She's the type of dog I could just let her off the leash and she'd be totally fine. She's just a little sweetheart, but and she doesn't ever leave me. But other people would see it and think it was disrespectful. And you're supposed to have them on leashes, so. With the one exception of if she saw a possum. Apparently she's got some kind of varmint dog blood in her, so I have to be careful with them possums. There it is. Not an easy putt, but it's doable. Oh, it's tough. Oh, close. Just about the right line. Woo. I'm not sure if that would have caught the chains good enough to go in or not. Oh well. Take a gimme. Crease. You get a drink? Get a drink, baby. Notice that pin says 17. I don't know why. It's hole 10. Someone probably stole it or something. Had to replace it and I had a spare maybe from a different course or something. Alright, it's getting a little too dark out. The tee box for 11 is right up here in the middle of the field. It goes back down into the tree lines is where the pin is at. They used to have the pin buried down in the forest, so you'd have to curve your disc down into it. It's kind of fun, but now they got the pin moved out here right on the tree line. That's a good throw there. If I could throw it like that every time, I would take it. Nice distance. Perfect accuracy. Come on, babe. Go this way. There it is. Pin's right there, center of the screen. And it used to be back in there in the woods, and you used to have to throw your disc out, curve it down in there. It was a lot of fun. I really liked this hole. I don't know, they made some of the pin placements a little easier. I'm not sure why. Probably because it was close to professional level players. So it might have been a little too difficult for the recreational players. That might explain it. Not sure how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna go to the left and try to hook it in there. There it is, get in the hole. Oh, that was close stuff. Shoot. Thought I was gonna catch one on camera. That's the problem though, with going after those long birdies. If you miss, you have a real hard par putt coming up. I just barely missed that thing. Long par putt. Oh, off the basket. No good. Long bogey putt. And I know there's disc golfers out there watching. You want to say I should use a putter and an approach disc for that, and you're probably right, but I just have always played with one disc. Okay, now it's too dark. We'll come back out here another day and show you hole 12 through hole 18. A new day. Let's get some light on the subject. This was hole 11. That was a neat tree. I didn't see that at nighttime. I don't know why I've never really noticed that before. I wonder how that happened. Hole 12's down here. This pin is all the way down there to the right around the bushes. You can't see it from here. This is a quite difficult hole. That's a nice throw there. Can't do a whole lot better than that. It's pretty windy out here today. The wind comes off that lake sometimes. And the wind makes disc golf real difficult. But there's enough trees along the lake where it's not too bad. The first 11 holes I recorded on the day where it was just completely still out here. There wasn't a lick of wind. Now today you can see in here, that's a different story. Who's a good pooch? There's the pin. Actually have a nice birdie shot here. It's kind of long, but nope. Poor effort. But it was a nice layup though. That's mainly my game. I don't like using the putter discs and the approach discs. They're just not as stable as the driving disc, and I can control this and be real accurate with it. I suppose if I learned to use those discs when I first started, it'd be a different story, but I'm just so used to doing it this way. It just feels totally weird using a different disc. So, here's one I have a chance to birdie. There in the center of your screen on the tree line. The rules of this course say you have to go through these two wood posts. That's a nice shot there. Definitely have a birdie putt coming. Break time? Yeah. Who's the good dog? This pin used to be back here behind this first row of trees. It seems like they've made this course a little easier for one reason or the other. It's a little longer than I thought. Plus that wind is kicking pretty good. I'm not gonna play any games. Might try to throw one at an angle. Let's see if I can get it to stick in the pin. There it is. Oh. You see how it was nice and controlled though? If I miss the pin, it's just gonna be a gimme. And here's what you really want to avoid. The swamp. Come in. Tee box for 14. Back out here in this field. Pin is in the center of the screen. Back in the gap of those trees. It's not a bad throw. Sit down. Pretty good. What do you think, baby? I think I want a drink of water. The ball and chain device works pretty good. She's not the type of dog that needs it, but I suppose if you had a dog that likes to run away from you and stuff, that might not be a bad idea. Get something a little heavier. You know, they can do what they want and go where they want, but they're not gonna do it too fast or too far. All right. Actually, It's a little lengthy for the frisbee technique. You know what I mean by frisbee? The frisbee motion. I'm actually going to go to the sidearm. A little too far. Get in the hole. Oh. Come on. Come on, baby. Kidding. I don't miss that shot if I don't have the camera in my hand. I suppose I might. Alrighty then. Yay. I was doing pretty good this session until that. As soon as you don't concentrate. As soon as you think it's something you don't have to focus on. Pling! This is a birdieable hole for me. It's going to be the last birdieable hole on the course for me. It's directly behind that little gathering of trees there. Now the wind got it. That throw actually would have been right up there by the pin. But the wind just knocked it down. I don't know if the camera could catch that or not, but just drove it down. Okay, focus on this one. Yay! This is the tee box for number 16. That's a long hole. The wind is actually blowing straight in my face. It's gonna be a tough hole today. That wind got it. See the pin hiding behind that little tree and bush there. I'm gonna try to hook it out here like this. See if I can sneak in the back door. That's not bad. Oh. Came out the back side of that bush, so worked out all right. Down on one knee, see what we can do out of the bushes. Oh, stupid. I gotta blame a couple of shots on holding the camera, don't I? Tee box for 17, right there in the center of the screen. It goes down, back into the woods, back to the lake. It's marked 375 feet. don't know if that's accurate or not. It looks about right. The pin is right there. It's off to the right. Are you taking yourself for a walk? Pin's right there, center of the screen. I'm gonna have to put a little pepper on this one. Off to the right again. Pin's right there. Oh, that's a tough shot there, what do you think? There's one opening, and it's right there. Oh, it's close. Well, now I know why the hole 10 pin said it was number 17, because number 17 has the 10 hole pin. It's kind of strange. Come on, babe. So as you can see, it's just a beautiful place to come for a walk. It's very relaxing, very enjoyable. Tee box for number 18, last hole of the course. Pin in the center of the screen out there. This pin used to be across the creek and behind that tree line off in the distance. So they've definitely made this course easier. Almost every one of these holes has some aspect to it. This is a lot easier than it used to be. Any shot where you just don't drive it right into a tree is a good shot. On this hole anyways, because it's just this big open field. Not the case on some of those other holes though. Center of the screen is the pin. I have to put something on this one too. A little extra dash of pepper to get there. Oh, there it is. That's a beautiful shot. Get in there. Skip up in there. What a way to end, huh? I actually thought that I had a chance to get in the pin. Sometimes the discs will skip off a little piece of ground and they'll hit and skip back up into the air. And that one was on a really nice line. I don't know if you could tell on camera where that stopped at. See, they could have hit like out here somewhere, hit the ground, hit this like hard piece of dirt, and skip back up into the air. It did skip, and it was definitely on a good line. It just didn't skip enough. So, hole 18 ends at the parking lot, of course. Our one tee box is right there. Uh-oh. Is that one of your favorite things? Huh? One of the squirrels? Whoa. Yes, oh, is it teasing you? Yeah, the squirrels is tricky, huh? Oh. Scooter, Scooter. Scooter. Good dog. Scooter. Scooter. No, it's another squirrel, huh? I'm not getting on a scooter when there's a squirrel over there. Go, Scooter. Scooter. Go, get on there. Okay, Scooter. Scooter. Good dog. Good dog. How'd you get to be such a good dog again? Huh? You're just a good dog. I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks for watching.